Good evening, villagers. It's Arnie with Peppery Villa. You'll see some stuff behind me. We are still getting things ready for Christmas. You can see a couple Christmas ornaments there on the tree, and the lights are on right now. So yeah, we're getting things ready. Hi, Ben. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. I hear the TV out in the other room right now. I think Doug is watching, keeping there. Hold on just a second. There we go. That's a little better. Doug is not, he's feeling a little under the weather today. So he is icing his back, taking care of his back. So let's, keep in your thoughts right now. He's just not feeling well. Oh, Lena, hello. Leanne, thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. I'm just sitting here and let me check something here. Just a moment. Just want to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, that looks good. And yeah, Doug, so I said Doug is having a little problem with his back. Hello, Mike. Thank you for being here. And Amy, Blue Nose, Stacy, bless your heart. Thank you so much for being here. It's been Captain Akron. Hi. It's been a rough weekend. I'll be honest with you. We were not on yesterday with the Daily Dose. I had mentioned to you that I'd had a friend that passed away. And yesterday I was asked to speak at the service for the eulogy, and it was very difficult. And so we just took some time to ourselves yesterday and spent the entire time there. So everyone, thank you so much for backing us. I'll be honest with you, it is just so great. I'm just so grateful for all of you, our village. You really do make an impact on our lives. Thank you so much. You have no idea what you mean to us. You're very special, and we're so thankful that you're here. So thank you. I see a lot of other people have joined This Our Dream. Walt, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Judy. I'll be making a video about it eventually, and sharing my thoughts of what our friend meant to us. Anytime you hear an edited video where I put it in and you hear the voice, "You're watching PTV," that was Charlie. And Charlie is no longer with us. And it's been hard. So we're pushing through. Life does go on, and Charlie would be upset if I stopped doing anything. He was a huge supporter of Pepper Tree Villa, and he wanted to see us succeed. So everyone, thank you so much, and I really appreciate your thoughts and your prayers. I didn't come on to do this to say what was going on, but you're my village. Almost, you're like my family, and I'm just so grateful to have you here, and I can share what's on my heart and my thoughts. It's very comforting to have you there. So thank you. We were on earlier today with a nice long live stream, and thank you, Lena of Paper, Scissors, and Vacations. Oh my, she was a gracious hostess for us. She helped monitor our chat, doing constant chat checks, asking the questions that we had there. Oh, Mike, thank you. I see that. So we had a lot of fun with the stream earlier today. We were fluffing a tree, the last tree that we had to work on today, and Doug got all the lights on, and it's beautiful. It's a beautifully lit tree, and we're now in the midst of decorating it. Ben was here to help us with the process of getting it fluffed and started the ornaments on it. It's wonderful. Let's see, I see Blue Nose there. Thank you. And Amy, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Stacy. And you see Ben's got all the Christmas trees there in the chat too. So let's go ahead and get things started here for tonight, see how things are going. Dances with Goofy, thank you for joining. It is November 17th. It is 38 days until Christmas, and it's your daily dose of Disney. So on November 17th, lots actually kind of happened. Let me hear. I've just got my notes here in front of me. November 17th, 1956, the Saturday Evening Post started posting stories that were actually told by the author Pete Martin. He wrote this particular series of articles for the Saturday Evening Post, but it was about my dad, Walt Disney, and it was a concerted effort with Diane Disney Miller. So at that time, of course, Walt was deeply involved with Disneyland. 1956 was a very busy time, but, in that time, he not only saw Disneyland grow, but he also saw the area around his park grow. And it frustrated him to no end that he did not have enough money to buy the land around Disneyland to form a green space, so that when you entered into Disneyland, you were entering pretty much another world. And that was his thought concept behind. I lost my chat here in the window. I don't know what happened, but I'll just use my phone here. Excuse me. Okay, got my phone here. So Walt, he really wished he could have bought more land to surround Disneyland with a lot of green space, away from all the noise of the world around him. And that was his thought concept behind Disney World. So on this day, also in 1963, he actually started another plane tour. It went across the country. He took, let's look right in my notes here, he had company officials like Joe Fowler, Don Tatum, Card Walker. They left on the Sunday night in 1963, and they were aboard a private jet, and the trip took them to St. Louis, Niagara Falls, Washington, D.C., and finally to Florida, where they were surveying the possibilities of sites for land to purchase to, of course, build Walt Disney World, of what eventually came to. On this day also, in 1971, now I've mentioned this before, the Firehouse 5+2 was made up of artists and Imagineers from the Walt Disney Studios. They were a band, Dixieland Jazz Band. They would frequently play at Disneyland too. But on this day in 1971, they actually played their last official gig. And it was at the Anaheim Convention Center. That's directly south of Disneyland. If you're standing on Catella Avenue, that is the south border of the Disneyland Resort. And across the street on Catella is the Anaheim Convention Center. I've been there a couple times. I think the last time I was at the Anaheim Convention Center, though, was in 1983 myself. The exact date, if I can remember it right, was August 24th, 1983. And Ben and I were actually singing in a concert that night with a group called the Continental Singers. We had toured across the country, came back to Los Angeles, flew to the South Pacific, and experienced 17 days in Tonga, Fiji, and Samoa, and then flew back to Los Angeles, and we had what they called a finale concert at the Anaheim Convention Center. So the Disney fan that I am, I knew I was on tour. It was hard to be there. I was 19. And even at that point, it was so hard for me to be across the street from Disneyland and not be able to go into Disneyland until a few days later. So we had to finish our concert tour. And we finally did. And then my family took us there. And in that year, I was so excited because that was the year we got to see the brand new Fantasyland that had been premiered earlier that year. So that was the Anaheim Convention Center experience that we had. On November 17th, 1973. Now, we don't get political on this channel at all. I don't think that has anything to do with keeping things light and entertaining. But an hour-long televised session was held at the Contemporary Resort on this day, and it was President Richard Nixon. And it was at that press conference that he declared, "I am not a crook." So he spoke that words at Walt Disney World. That was in 1973. And of course, less than a year later, he resigned. Enough about that. On Twitter and Instagram, and then eventually the thumbnail for this video will be a picture of the Little Mermaid. And that's because on this day in 1989, 30 years ago today, the Little Mermaid was released in theaters across the country. And of course, we all know what that particular movie means to all of us here in the Disney universe. It means that Patrick of Zippity Doodad was a very happy guy. No, it means that was the beginning of the animation renaissance. And of course, that led on to, in 91, Beauty and the Beast, 92, Aladdin, 94, The Lion King. It seemed like it was unstoppable. Every film, it just kept getting better. So we're very thankful to the Disney company. And to, at that point, that was the hands of Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg that really got the animation renaissance going. So I'm thankful to them for that too. So that was in 1989. In 1997, another happy thing happened. And I've actually been there. The Disney Cruise Line terminal was dedicated in Florida on this day. They spent $27 million to build a 70,000 square foot facility at Port Canaveral. And it was the third huge modern terminal built at Port Canaveral. And it was the home of the first two ships, the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder. Now, Doug and I have sailed on the Magic twice. We did it in 2005 and then again in 2008. We went by ourselves in 2005, but in 2008 we went with some of our best friends, Will and Victoria of Arizona. I'll see if I can't talk to Victoria and see if we can't get her on a live stream here on our show sometime, because I would love to talk Disney Cruise Line with Will and Victoria. They are a hoot, and they are very knowledgeable about Disney Cruise Line. As a matter of fact, I'm sure D&G would probably have some questions for them about what's currently going on with Disney Cruise Lines, because they're always going on a cruise with Disney Cruise Line. Let's see who else is here. Dolwick Dad, thank you for joining. I see that you're here. Peek into Super Channel, thank you for joining. Perlini, good to have you here. My Mama Mouse, thank you. I had not seen you here. Thank you so much for being here. And if I miss you, I am so sorry. I'm so focused on getting the news out today. I don't mean to ignore you at all. It's just I'm looking at 3 different screens here. I've got my notes here on my iPad. I'm looking at my phone because for some reason I lost my chat stream. That's it, which is usually here on the side window. Something happened, so I'm just using the phone here. On this day, November 17th, 2001, something happened at Downtown Disney in Anaheim at the Disneyland Resort. The Build-A-Bear Workshop opened on this day in 2001. And I know it's been 18 years, and for some reason, I don't know why, I kept thinking that Build-A-Bear was there on opening day, but obviously it was not. In my research, I found that it was not there on opening day. But I've got a couple of things from the Build-A-Bear Workshop. It's no longer there. It is now a craft beer and burger restaurant. They also sell wild shakes and things. It's a very fancy place. The shakes are large and very, like I said, very fancy. They're very detailed. It's not just your regular chocolate vanilla or strawberry milkshake. They have all sorts of creations, all sorts of fun, different things that they do. So that's what's in that place now. On this day, November 17th, 2002, Disney's Treasure Planet had its world premiere at the Cinerama Dome in Hollywood. Yeah, you know, I've never been to Cinerama, and I had opportunities to, but we always just went to the El Capitan or to the Chinese Theater. So, hey, Jonathan Chong, thank you for joining Destination Chronicles. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Build-A-Bear. I miss the Build-A-Bear at Downtown Disney as well. It was comforting to see it there. I just loved seeing it there all the time. But, Build-A-Bear, they needed the space for something else. And so Disney, I don't know if Disney just kicked them out or if Build-A-Bear decided not to renew the lease. I honestly don't know the story behind that. I'd have to do research to find out about that. But that's what happened. In 2004, Disney launched a new website with the Disney online community. It was all about the Muppets. Featured games, biographies of the Muppet characters, things like you download like screensavers. Of course, the Walt Disney Company had acquired the Muppets earlier in the year, and they were starting to think of ways that they could incorporate the Muppets other than just in Muppet Vision 3D at the studios and at that time Disney's California Adventure. It was also, let's see, on this day in 2006, an Alaska Airlines plane made an inaugural flight from Seattle to Orange County, John Wayne Airport. The significance of that was that it was painted with the genie and the Make-A-Wish Foundation logo. And it was a combined effort that Disney had with a partnership with Make-A-Wish to make wishes for children, very sick children, come true. So they had a plane specifically designed for that. I think that's pretty darn cool. On this day, also in 2007, 2 new versions of 2 classic games were released at Downtown Disney in Florida. Now, it was called Downtown Disney at that time at the Marketplace. They were the theme park edition of Monopoly, and the Disney-themed Park Tower of Terror Clue premiered. It was a special event. Disney, they love to do their synergistic games with, popular board games. So you see lots of different versions of Monopoly and Clue, Life, all the different games that are available. I think it's pretty cool that they do that. Doug collects the Monopolies as he finds them like that. He will collect them, and we have them stacked in the closet right now. And we will occasionally pull one out and take a look at it, play with it. It's a lot of fun having things like that around to play. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, that's right. The other thing that I had here was in 2011, November 17th, 2011, Hong Kong Disneyland held an opening ceremony to open new attractions at Toy Story Land. And it was almost identical to Toy Story Playland at the studios in France, which had opened the year before. The Hong Kong version features attractions like Toy Soldier's Parachute Drop, the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin, and the RC Racer. So that was Hong Kong in 2011. That is about all I have for the news here not news, the history portion of the Daily Dose. I really don't have any other news. I haven't done much research as far as news goes. I was just looking for history stuff. After Ben left, I sat down and I started doing some research because we'd been decorating all day. And with Doug's back giving him trouble, I thought, you know what, I'll just do my research. And then because I promised I would do the Daily Dose today, being that we skipped yesterday. But that is all I have for the Daily Dose. If you haven't checked it out yet, Ben posted a video on Pepper Tree Villa on Thursday. It is his latest edition of Life with Ben. And go check it out. Of course, it's another food video. So if you're hungry, you better beware, because this particular video might make you even more hungry. It's a trip to The Habit here nearby in our neighborhood. We love going to The Habit for burgers, and they have more than just burgers. They've got great salads, great chicken sandwiches. I love the fact that they do everything fresh. I mean, their green beans, a lot of places will just pull something out of the freezer, pour it into the basket, dump it in the fryer, and you're done. No, The Habit takes green beans, does a tempura batter themselves, and then they fry that, and then they serve it up. So it's all fresh, it's all great and tasty, just absolutely delicious. So everyone, if you ever happen to be here in California, or they are opening in other locations around the country, check out The Habit. But before you check out The Habit, check out Ben's video, Life with Ben, which posted on our channel. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I see. Ooh, Mike. Ooh, awesome, Mike. What did Mike do? I have to see here. Let's see. I got some news. I won a trivia night tonight on Disney Life for me, so I will be on. Mike, congratulations. You're going to be on Jeopardy. Congratulations. That's great news. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, that's great. Congratulations, Mike. And I see Christy's Corner is here in the chat. Everyone, please give some hearts in the chat for Christy's Corner. She hit 1,000 subscribers today. So congratulations to Christy's Corner. I think it's fantastic. She was able to do it during our live stream this morning, afternoon. I love when things like that happen while we're live streaming. I think it's amazing. So Christy, again, congratulations. I think it's fantastic. You're getting closer and closer to getting everything done with your channel. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, they're good. It's good to see all the hearts going. Christy, you are very welcome. Well deserved. You work so hard. You get us all involved, especially with loop videos and things like that. So much fun. You make it so much fun to participate with various projects. So thank you. And Noah, I think, hit 600 subscribers today himself. So that's pretty good for Noah. I mean, he's really knocking it out of the park now. So good for Noah. He's doing a great job. Not only is he a great supporter of us, he's creating content and getting subscribers of himself. So I think that's fantastic. I just love our community. Thank you, everyone, so much for your love and support. It's been wonderful talking with you tonight. Oh, you did? Oh, Lena, fantastic. She made 155 during the live stream today. Lena co-hosted with us today on our live stream. She was just such a gracious hostess. Thank you again, Lena. Yeah, Noah, congratulations. That's just amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing. I think it's great. So I guess I'll wrap things up here. I should probably grab a small snack. I didn't eat dinner, but I'm not very hungry tonight, so I think I'll probably just grab a bowl of cereal or something like that. Maybe a quesadilla. Make it simple. Been thinking about a quesadilla ever since I heard, I think it was Lena that talked about that today, that she'll just grab a quesadilla whenever she's thinking that she wants to eat something quick. So, yep, I think I'll probably do a quesadilla. Oh, man. So everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight. I really, really appreciate all your love and support. So thank you. And I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. And I will do my best to make sure that is at my regular time at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So everyone, go out, have a magical evening, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose. Good night, everyone. Let's see if I can figure out how to end the stream, being that everything disappeared, because it really did. It disappeared on me. All the other stuff disappeared. This is weird. Has anyone else had this happen? The chat stream disappeared on me, and then all my buttons on the screen disappeared. The only thing I see up here is I see how many people are in the stream right now and how many likes that I have on the stream as well. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. No, I can't get this to work. So everyone, I guess I'm just going to have to quit it the normal way. Like if I were to have a problem with, found it. Just had to hit the space bar. I just discovered something tonight. So everyone, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Bye, everyone.